Hello, this is going to be a tutorial of my R package Prodata. We're going to start with downloading it, installing it, and running the main features of this R package. So first, we would like to load the library DevTools, and this will allow you to pull the R package from GitHub. So then we can use the install GitHub function, my repository, and it's going to do a fresh install. Just going to take a minute. So now the library is installed. So then we're going to load the library. Putting all your required packages. Now the tutorial is in the key players data set, which is attached into this package. So when you do !, key players, you get the little help on the side over here, and it has a little example of running the entire pipeline from start to finish. So that is what we are going to run. Now we're going to copy it from the help and go over here, and you also have a nice little description of the database, a list of proteins that are active in a diabetic mouse pancreas. This can be used to test the function of this package. So we will start with the getUID function, which gets the UIDs from GenBank. And I'm going to show you what the key players looks like over here in the console. And you can see that it's insulin 1, insulin 2, some somatostatin, amylin. And so we really want to make sure that we return the proper protein for the protein name. So we have a little term over here, protein name and mus musculus. So this ensures that you only return a protein and that it's a mouse protein. And the reason you have to have this is because there are protein receptors that share the same name. So you want to make sure that the hit is the actual protein. And then you also have to specify the database of NCBI, which is the protein database. So we're just going to run this. And this is now pulling your IDs live from the NCBI. Of course, this is the greatest bottleneck of the program, is pulling this data live. Should just take a minute. Okay, and it's done. So I'm going to show you what it looks like since it is a 2-vector list. So then you have your UIDs and your missing proteins, which that means the name has to be edited because it was not proper for NCBI. So we're going to just go ahead and ignore that now, and we're going to make the protein data frame, which is using the getGenPep function, which is going to take these IDs and return to you the GenPep files parsed in a data frame. It's going to also just take a second. Just going to set my working directory right now to. So that's already done. Need to set this as okay. So I just set this as my working directory to make sure that the next step works properly. And I'll show you what this data frame looks like. When you open it up, you'll see it's the protein name, the sequence, the gene ID, molecular weights, counts, and molecular weight predicted on those counts of methionine and cysteine. So now we're going to run the next function, which is converting the GenBank IDs to UniProt IDs, and also creating a file called output.txt, which I will send to UniProt to return the GFF file using a third-party tool that can be found here. And this is what it has to look like, but you'll see me run it now. Perfect. So now I will go to my command line. I will go to the directory that I had set earlier, which was the set working directory, which is in my desktop, thesis, little thesis, R results. And then I believe I already have the code in here. Yeah, so I'm going to run this right now. This is a very quick one. Okay, it is already done running. Now we can load this output using the read PTM function right back into R. I'll show you what that looks like here. So now this is just mapping the UniProt ID to the gene ID numbers. So now we're going to use the PTM function, and this is going to merge all this data together based on the gene ID. Then we're going to clean up this data, which I'll let you see here. Oh, sorry. There it is. Then we're going to count the PTMs, and we're going to get the final data frame, which you can see here. And then we can take that data frame and immediately visualize it into a Shiny application. And so, like I said, you can do it with some tolerance. You can search for some zinc, if you'd like, zinc finger related proteins. You can sort. And basically that's just how you access the data and look at it. So that's basically the end of the tutorial. So I hope you now know how to use the Prodata package.